My name's Robin. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I've been involved with Rule 1 for about 4.5 years. February of 2019, yeah. How I found Rule 1 was actually I had a friend, a buddy that was trying to draw up the courage to start a small business. And I believe Phil was on the Power of Success tour at the time. So he was going to attend that, and he was just looking for somebody to give him some support and be there. Phil was one of the presenters, so he went up there on stage, and it was about a minute in, and it just clicked. It was like, this gentleman is making sense. Like, this makes sense to me based on my previous investing escapades, we'll say, trials and tribulations. And so I just signed up, and then kind of here we are now, 4 years later. I always had this pull to manage my own money, but I didn't have the tools, I didn't have the knowledge, I didn't have mentors from like a financial background in my life, nor did I really know how to seek that out. Just wasn't on my radar. So I think the main difference with Rule 1 was just previously I would equate investing to money. Investing equals money. If you're not making money, then you're probably not doing a good job investing. With Rule 1, it was more the flip. It's like, instead of money being the primary driver, it's now community and health and your goals and your passions in life. And the money's almost a byproduct of your efforts, right? So I think previously, having money be the primary driver, I was like a mouse after a piece of cheese. And now I just look at investing as it encompasses a whole lot more than it used to. I think if you're just going after the monetary aspect of investing, I think it's playing a small game. And so that perspective has shifted for me inside of Rule 1, absolutely. When you kind of really simplify it, you don't really rely on somebody to find a vehicle for you. You don't have somebody go out and buy a home and say, here's the house. You don't have somebody maybe buy your groceries for you. You do all those things yourself. If you need new clothes, you go and you do your own shopping. So when it comes to investments and money, one of the most important tools in our sphere, why would we allow somebody else to make those decisions for us? Or why would we just not educate ourselves in that area? You go on this personal journey with the Rule 1 investing style. There's no time limits. There's no comparisons. You're just sort of in a game with yourself. There's no real finish line. You're just trying to acquire as many skills and knowledge, apply it the best you can in the time that you have. And it is what it is. I think it's extremely valuable to have a handle on your finances. And I know money can be scary. And in the past, maybe it's been a little bit more of a taboo topic than what people are willing to discuss. But I think just getting exposure to it, being accepting of where you are financially, wherever you are. For myself, I've spent numerous years being a single dad. I have a small business. I have to grind maybe a little bit more than other people just because of where I'm at with my life. But it also tells me that anybody can do this. If you're just willing to have a good attitude, be open to a different perspective, or maybe a different way of doing things than what you've been accustomed to or what you've been told. And then you just take action and you just stay on the path and you don't give up. And things will sometimes you don't know step 5 when you're at step 2, but then if you just stay on that path, it starts to come into focus. And I think Rule 1 does an extremely good job of the community, the support, engagement, tools, training, both not just on strategies and techniques, but also just the emotional, psychological side of things, which is, in 4.5 years, I've discovered is probably the most important part of investing, is that emotional, psychological side of things. So I think it's just doing a Rule 1 workshop, you're gonna get a lot more than what maybe you thought you were signing up for in a very positive way. The best part for me is just, it's honestly, it's just giving back. It sounds very cliche. When you volunteer your time, especially in the virtual workshops, they do require like a good time commitment. And people are kind of, what's the catch? And it's just, I just want to give back. It's made a huge difference in my life. Obviously financially, I'm on a good trajectory. Like if I stay in a similar path, I can visualize my predictable future. So I just kind of need more time in with doing the same thing. And I just can see that for the students. I can see that for everybody. So it doesn't matter your background, your color of skin, your race. If you literally just make small, consistent actions, have a good attitude, and don't give up, you can apply Rule 1 and make a huge difference in your life. And then you can pass it on to other people, like your friends, your family, students, your kids.